Hey guys, Troy with cleveland.com here, and we are right here with Roman Reigns, WWE superstar, as Raw gets set to invade the queue tonight. Roman, I'm going to get right into it. I watched the pay-per-view last night, Money in the Bank. Talk to me about, I thought you were going to win the briefcase. You were climbing the ladder. I'm sure you thought you were going to win the briefcase, and then boom, Bray Wyatt shows up. And of course, you guys are scheduled to fight at Battleground now. So talk to me about what's going through your head this morning.
To be honest, I got a lot going on. It's as big of a surprise to me as anybody else. Like you said, cleared out the ring, chunk Kofi clean out the ring all the way to the floor, took out at least 5 brothers. Here comes Randy, he goes for the RKO, screw that, spear him in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
It's all me, ladder up, climbing, hand on the briefcase, lights out, no clue what's happening. Like, what is this, Undertaker here or something? No. Next thing I know it's back. I'm still focused on the briefcase, like screw it, I'm getting this thing no matter what. Then I feel like a little earthquake, something shaking. I look down and I just see squinty eyes and a big smile with a beard covering it. And next thing you know I'm flying through the air, bouncing off the ropes. Sister Abigail.
What is it with Bray? I mean, he's done this to several people. He did it to Dean, of course, during his cage match with Seth. Now he's on to you. What's this guy's deal?
I have no clue, to be honest. I've done a little bit of battle, but it's been, team fights between the Shield and the Wyatts. From there, I've had a few occurrences with him. Nothing major, no true history, nothing for him, no jealousy. Completely different people. I do my thing, he does his thing. There shouldn't ever be this situation where we're crossing paths like this. So I have no clue what his problem is or what he wants from me. All I know is I went into last night wanting a briefcase. He took that opportunity away from me. He owes me a briefcase. I'm getting some answers tonight in the queue. And
of course, you mentioned the Wyatts versus the Shield not too long ago, one of the best matches we've seen in recent memory.
Thank you.
Now, Bray sort of robbing you, tremendous performance last night, by the way.
Thank you.
Bray robbing you of this, does it bring back shades of WrestleMania with Seth sort of showing up right as you were getting going up against Brock Lesnar?
I can't say it brings that back. That was a whole different situation. I mean,
Right.
last night was going to be a big moment for me, and it was going to put me on track. It was going to get me right back where I needed to be, right there in the mix of things. And with some, if I would have had that briefcase, I'd have my finger on the button, and I'm just waiting. Or I could just literally do whatever I wanted. So he kind of took that away from me. But as far as WrestleMania and what Seth did to me, before we broke up, Seth was a brother.
Right.
He was a good brother to me. We traveled, we ate together, we trained together, we wrestled together. Everything under the sun. So for him to do that to me in the grandest stage of them all, and he knew how important that was for me. He knew what kind of stepping stone, what kind of platform that was, and what we all been working for, and what the game plan was, is to make this place better, to raise that bar, and that was my opportunity to do that, and he took that from me. So I can't really compare anything to that because it hurt so bad. It was such a sharp pain when that happened. So I don't think anything's like that.
All right, so we're talking with Roman Reigns here. Now, we talk about 2 moments that are sort of devastating, right, when you're on the cusp of accomplishing great things. But the past year or so, since you've gone solo, leaving the Shield, you've won the Royal Rumble, you've main evented WrestleMania, you've been in some tremendous matches. What has this past year or even 6 months been like for you?
It's been a roller coaster ride. You started with the Rumble. It's very clear what happened there. I won it, and it was a great moment. I'll never forget that day in my life. But the reactions and the way I was received wasn't what I wanted. As a performer, somebody who cares, someone who's going out there to entertain and tell a story and do his thing and just have some fun. When it doesn't go your way, reaction-wise, especially as heavy as it was in Philly that night, it can hurt your feelings, but for me, I like to take everything as a learning lesson, and I think I've done that. I think I learned from that. I think the WWE Universe has done me a solid in pushing me and making me better, and I think if that's not apparent by now, just continue to watch, because I'm continue to bust my ass and get better every single week and try to tear down every building I step into.
Yeah, I will say, after Royal Rumble, there was that mixed reaction, but I think, especially with the recent match against The Big Show, and then your performance last night, the crowd seems to be turning a little bit from what I can tell.
You know, and it's a nightly thing. That's the beauty of it, is each crowd is different. Every single night is a different crowd, and the thing is, you don't really know until you get out there. So you go out there, and once you start to feel them, then you can kind of feel what minor adjustments or things I need to do. So for me, as long as they continue to show up, I'll continue to study them and go out there and perform and try and get better and listen to them and hopefully just continue to create awesome energy and good magic for everybody. So that's the key, is to get better. And I mean, you know, if you do this several nights a week, practice makes better. So that's the game plan. Just continually get better and, you know, become the best in the world.
Now, for fans that watch WWE, obviously they're familiar with your entrance, which is unique because you come out in the crowd. That's something the Shield did. Now you're doing that alone and maintaining that. What's the energy like walking through the crowd to get to the ring?
It's unbelievable. There's no better way to get prepared for a match. If you're feeling any types of aches and pains, if you're unsure about anything, as soon as that music hits, you go through the crowd, and my arm could be broken. I could literally be like, broken arm, oh my God, it's broken. I need a cast. Should I go wrestle? Screw it, I'll go wrestle. And then I go through, and then, oh my God, I go through the curtain and my arm is not broken. I just saw my bones reset and heal. Holy crap, I'm Wolverine now, and I go out there and fight. So anytime you go out through that crowd, you get to touch, you get to feel the people. They get a good idea, of what I look like. I'm standing right here. They can do all this. They can see me, we make eye contact. They get a feel for how I am, like up close and personal, how big I really am, things like that. So I think it's made an awesome opportunity for the show. I think it's become, a part of the show. People, they want those seats now because it's pretty much a front row seat. So I think any way we can enhance every seat in the building, and that's the beautiful thing about WWE. These arenas, they're basketball arenas, so they're not the biggest stadiums, but they hold a lot of people. But it's compact, so every seat's a good seat. Every shot that people get is a great view, and I think that's what helps our show and our product. Is it's so personable, it's so intimate, and you can go on that roller coaster ride with us and experience that story, and hopefully we come out on the other end, entertained and happy.
I'm interested, we go back to the Royal Rumble, The Rock obviously showing up to help you out. The relationship between you guys has been well documented over the past few months. I'm curious, what kind of advice has Rock given you, and what have you taken away from, picking his brain?
The thing is with him is he's seen everything under the sun, and he's tried damn near everything. He don't get embarrassed. He's not scared to go out on the limb and do something weird or goofy. So I think that's been the greatest thing, is just be you. Stay humble. A lot of things are going to come your way. Stay humble. Remember family first. That's what it's all about. That's why we do this, is to help our family, to set a good example for our family, to build momentum for our futures. And the main thing is just be you and do it. If you want to do something, just do it. I'm not trying to put Nike over right now, but that's the thing, is that when it comes down to it, you just have to go out there, and whatever you're feeling, you're the only one that can do it. So if you can't do it for yourself, nobody else will.
All right, last question here. Obviously, you're going to be preoccupied with Bray Wyatt over the next several weeks. Brock Lesnar, all right, rumor has it he may appear tonight in Cleveland. Obviously, he's coming back at some point. I'm curious, you guys had this epic showdown at WrestleMania. Seems like there's unfinished business there. Do you see yourself on a collision course at some point with Brock again? Are you looking forward to maybe getting another shot at him?
I would love to. I mean, the man in me, the competitor in me, I'd fight him right here. We clear out these cameras and stuff. I'd fight him right here in front of nobody.
I'd have to move first.
Yeah, you would have to get the hell up out of here. Take these women with you because it gets dangerous. That's the thing, is that as a man and a competitor and someone who wants to be the best, I would fight him just for the mere challenge of it, and especially to get back what we left. We left it kind of, there's no closure there. A businessman, the performer, I would think hopefully down the road, the right situation will happen, but after hearing Paul Heyman talking to Stone Cold and all that, I think it's better if he just remains a farmer. Let the hunters hunt. You farm the land. We'll bring the livestock back. Don't worry about that. I'm sure fans would be really excited for that. Of course, the Cavs are playing at the Q Tuesday night, but tonight for Raw, it belongs to Roman Reigns and the superstars of WWE. Monday Raw at the Q tonight. Can't wait. Roman, thanks so much, man. Thank you,